What is going on again, Nerd Paraders? Thank you guys so much for coming back to hang out with me today. We're going to be talking today about our convention experience in Chicago for Star Wars Celebration 2019. It was a pretty awesome trip. It had a pretty interesting ending. If you've been following on the Nerd Parade channel, we talked all about that. But before we get into it, introductions are in order. I am Nick. This is Nerd Parade, guys. Welcome to the channel, and thank you so much for coming to chill. Now, at Star Wars Celebration 2019, it took place in Chicago, and one of the coolest things that I got to do at the show was demo a Oculus Rift game, a new game. It's not even in like alpha yet. It's called Vader Immortal. Now we're going to be showing off the entire convention from my eyes, and what I got to experience, but I wanted to jump in and talk about Vader Immortal first because it was by far and away the coolest thing that I got to do on the show floor. Now, this doesn't include the panels or things like that with the crazy reveal trailer for the new Star Wars episode coming out and how Emperor Palpatine is making a dramatic return. That was actually a really cool experience, but we're going to talk about that in just a minute. First, we're going to talk about Vader Immortal. Now, like I mentioned, Vader Immortal is an Oculus Rift VR game. It's super early access. There's not really, I think we just got to like alpha or beta test it at the show floor, and unfortunately I wasn't able to get any footage of the actual in-game. But you're gonna have to take my word for it. We did get a couple of pictures of me demoing it, and that's about as good as I can offer you. So I'm gonna talk to you about it and what it is. So if you've heard of a little game called Beat Saber, think about Beat Saber, but on steroids. Beat Saber is cool. You get to play with lightsabers and whack things to the beat. Well, this is kind of like that, only there's no beat, and it's super Star Warsy. So it starts out with Darth Vader, like, towering above you. You've been captured or apprehended by the Empire or something along those lines. It doesn't really go into it, but you kind of wake up next to a torture table, and it's leaned up on its side, and you're standing next to it, and there's an Imperial guard there next to you, and he is warning you that Vader's basically going to kill you if you don't deliver. So Darth Vader approaches you with a holocron, basically tells you to open it or die. You magically open it because you are powerful and sensitive with the Force. You're this chosen one that Darth Vader has been looking for, and it is now time for you to be trained. That's right, this is when things get really, really cool. So it starts out with a couple of the training ball droids from, like, episode 4, for example. Luke deflects the laser beams from the training ball droid. Okay, well, one of these pops out of the ground, and it's up to you to pick up your lightsaber, activate it with the wand, the Oculus wand. It's really cool, it rumbles and everything, and you have to block the bolts. And the coolest thing about it is this little ball droid goes around you in like a 360 pattern until you kind of, defeat it. You reflect the blasts back at it. Well, then 2 more pop up. So you've got 3 like haloing around you, and it's wild, and you got to deflect them all. And once you've managed to get past that level, the combat droids spider their way out, and they start coming at you with laser melee weapons, and you have to deflect those while deflecting the ball droids. And it's a really cool like training, Jedi training camp, or in this case Sith training camp. And it was by far and away the coolest experience that I had to participate in on the Star Wars Celebration convention floor. Now, this doesn't include the panels or anything like that, the big reveal trailer or anything, but this was the coolest experience, and I wanted to talk to you guys about it because I definitely plan on getting this when it comes out, and I do want to put it on the channel because it was that amazing. Now, the demo only lasted about 10 minutes, and once you completed your training phase, that was the end of the demo. I don't know if there's any more to it. I would assume that it's more than just a combat training type of thing. I would assume you go on some missions or something along those lines. But I'm just with the demo very excited for that. So keep your eye on Vader Immortal. It's coming out for the Oculus Rift, and I don't have a release date or anything like that. It was just demoed on the convention floor, but it was something that I had a lot of fun with. But back into the talk about the Star Wars convention reveal trailer. Now, if you didn't gather from the sinister laugh and the cryptic undertones of the Star Wars reveal trailer, where Luke says that no one's ever really gone or no one's ever really dead, and in the sinister laughter, that is Emperor Palpatine making a dramatic reappearance. Now, how do I know that's Emperor Palpatine? Well, at the Star Wars convention, Ian McDiarmid, the actor that plays Emperor Palpatine, walks out onto the stage after they demoed the teaser trailer, and he says in the most Emperor voice ever, says, "Play it again." And the crowd just goes absolutely wild. It was so super cool. And then he just walks back in. He's done. That's all he would. So the Emperor himself walks out on stage, orders the peons to play the trailer once again for the fans. And that was kind of like the big wink, tip of the hat that, hey, this is the Emperor who's making the return as the big bad in Star Wars. I'm really excited for that. But enough of my rambles, guys. I really wanted to share a lot of my viewpoint of the convention and talk to you about it because it's something I'm passionate about. The Star Wars shows we tend to go to, well, we don't tend to, we always go to them. It's kind of a tradition with my family. So every 2 years when they have them, traditionally it's been 2 years, we go to them. The next one is actually coming out in just a year, so it'll be 2020, and it's going to be in Anaheim, California. I do plan on going to that one as well, but here was a little bit of the show from my eyes. I hope you guys like some of the crazy cool cosplay. There was some really neat things on the show floor. The tricked out cars are really cool. The Guinness Book of World Breaking Stormtrooper Legos was really awesome. I was excited about that. And just general good times and fun in Chicago this year. It was really pretty cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed the short little video here that we have. The Star Wars Celebration Convention from the eyes of Nerd Parade, brought to you for your viewing pleasure. I hope you guys did like it enough to maybe smash the thumbs up button for me. Let me know that you like the stuff that way. I always love covering the conventions and doing things like that. I didn't get to cosplay this year. I was super lazy. Karen actually did cosplay. She dressed up as Princess Leia and got a couple of cool pictures with her. But this is where I leave you guys. Thank you so much for coming to hang. Let me know what you think of the Star Wars Celebration, if you think it looked like a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun for me. And like I mentioned before, if you do own a Oculus Rift, or at least you're curious about it, look up Vader Immortal. That game seems like it's going to be pretty cool. This is going to do it for me, Nerd Paraders. I'm going to sign off here now. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to take care of yourselves out there. Stay awesome, and we'll catch you in the next one. Later.